Hello, traders. How are we? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the universe. Speaking of the universe, they found water on Mars. Eh? We'll be living there next week. But yeah, space travel aside, guys, we are here to talk trading, right? So I am with you for the next 40 minutes, and I'm going to tell you the plan of attack for those 40 minutes, and it is riveting, right? So, first of all, guys, please don't be shy. Come say hello and please ask as many questions as you like about trading, right? We'll try and answer as many as we can. Um, Secondly, I'm going to show you a trade I'm still in. I haven't entered any new trades since yesterday. I'm still in this pound New Zealand dollar trade. And yeah, it's just sort of not doing much at the moment. I want to see a reaction here. And thirdly, guys, we do have some news coming out at past the hour. All right. So you know what I'm like. I get chatting. So if someone could please remind me that we have PPI coming out at past the hour. All right. So we'll take a look at the reaction of that news on the US dollar major pairs. And we will play Guess the News game. I know. It's exciting, right? We will guess the news based on the reaction on the charts. It's like magic, really. So we're going to do that, guys. That's the plan of attack. Also, I would like to mention, you can see the banner above my head. I would like to mention that this live stream is brought to you by Pepperstone. Okay, our preferred broker, if you would like to link your trading to trading, plus loads of other benefits as well, guys. If you click on the link, you can look at the promotion we have running with them as well. So if you sign up with Pepperstone and you deposit into one of their accounts available, we will give you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. Okay, what's not to like? Check it out. Right, let's see who is in the house. First and foremost, let's go on the live chat and take a look. Michael, how are you? Good afternoon, Tom, guys. Which pair do we use for the US PPI today? So, Michael, if you're talking about the news straddle strategy, obviously it's going to be a US dollar major, and I would choose one that you like the look of anyway. All right, but we can look at that in a bit more detail. Colin, how are you? Greg, how are you, mate? Savin, Dolly, hi, Tom. Hope you're well. I am marvelous. I will be happier if this pound New Zealand trade starts bouncing off of this level. So I've been in this trade. I mean, let's just look at the weekly chart. This is really the catalyst for this trade, right? It's in a weekly uptrend, right? We're above the moving average 20, and we're at a key support level, right? What was once resistance over here becomes good support here. And we've already had, like, I know this is not exactly a super bullish candle, but this wick has bounced off of this area, right? There are buyers in here. And then if you look at the day chart as well, right, we are seeing buyers, right? This is a bullish candle, right? Breaking the high of that candle. And then even though this candle is red, which would suggest bearish, I would say this is a bullish candle because of this wick, right? There's lots of buyers in here, keep pushing price up. And we know we're at this weekly support level, right? I know on the day chart we are in a downtrend, okay? But I think we at least have room back up to this blue line and these last lows in here. Okay, so that's the idea behind the trade. All right. If we drop down to the H4, I actually entered in here. Right, I've entered in here. My stop was below here, and the idea was, potentially come all the way up to here. I'll actually close a bit earlier when I get my 1:1, but that's the idea. And we had a H4 structure break, right? We had a H4 structure break. Bang, we broke these highs, right, with this candle here. We are above, or we were above the moving average 20. All right. So as soon as I got a bit of a retrace, I was looking to take price back up to here. As you can see, that hasn't happened, right? And we find ourselves in a bit of an unusual, not an unusual situation, but between a bit of a rock and a hard place, right? There's clearly this trend line that's going through here, okay? And you can see price, keeps respecting this trend line. Even now, we're getting a reaction. So we've got this support here, and we've got this last low here as well. The only thing is, are we starting to see lower highs, right? Will price maybe just sort of go sideways for a bit? Potentially. What I really want to see is a break of this grey zone. And this would give me all the confidence in this trade that it will come back up to here. But also, I'm not willing to close this trade because sometimes, guys, I will close trades early, right? But with this trade, I'm reluctant to because of, all that I showed you on the daily and weekly, and the fact we've got all of this support in here and this trend line, right? The only time I will get concerned with this trade is if we break this low. And you can see this dotted line. That's why I have this dotted line, right? This is an alarm, guys. So I just put in an alarm, okay? And if this alarm goes off, I will consider closing the trade early at that point. You've got to bear in mind, my stop loss is currently down here, okay? So I could close this trade a little early if we get a break. But let's see how this H4 candle reacts at this level, guys, right? This could be the area it pushes on from. So we'll see. But that's everything I'm looking at and thinking about with this trade. All right. So, yeah, and it's the only trade I'm still in, guys. I know we were looking at oil as well today, but this just hasn't retraced, right? We were looking to buy oil. This is the H4. You can clearly see we're in this, super bullish uptrend. But I just need a bit of a retrace, right? You can see I've put my alarm in at this 78 level. I would consider that. Yeah, if moving average 20 catches up, I think that could be a good level. But yeah, it hasn't come. It hasn't retraced thus far. Yeah, word of the day, thus. So there you go, guys. Also, for Michael, who's part of the VIP Trading Academy, he wanted to look at New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. And funnily enough, I was having this chat with Greg, one of the mentorship guys, earlier on. So let's look at this, right? So on the H4, right, there's clearly this level, and these are daily highs, right? But there was clearly this level through here. Clearly. Okay. Now, the H4, right? This is an interesting one, guys, because so many times you will get a lower time frame breakout, which actually becomes a fake out because the day chart didn't actually break that level. If you're thinking, Tom, you have just wrapped me in knots and I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, let me explain, right? So on the H4, this candle here broke these highs, right? There is no doubt about it, right? We have had a break of these highs and a nice bullish candle, okay? If I only traded the H4, right, I would get in on this trade. I know Greg is buying this trade, okay? I'd put my stop potentially below this low and the moving average 20, right? And I would take price higher. This is a good breakout trade potentially, okay? And we're with trend, right? We're with trend. So all looking rosy on the H4, okay? It's looking good. Now, the problem with it is this. On the day chart, right, we haven't formed higher highs, okay? So if we just follow trend, okay, you can clearly see we are in a downtrend, right? At this point, we're getting lower highs, yeah, lower lows. Now, we are seeing, this kind of price action, right? This is where we're at. Okay, so potentially we are getting higher lows here, right? So this is a bit of a green flag. Is there such a thing? I know there's a red flag, but green flag must be good. Yeah, this is a bit of a clue that this level's going to break, right? We're starting to see higher lows in the market. This suggests every time it retraces, we have buyers enter the market, right? Which would suggest an uptrend. But, and there is a big but, we haven't broken this high. So until we break this daily high, I'm not interested, right? So what do I need to see? If I see a candle that finishes like this, right, then, and today has finished, right, that candle's finished, then this will be a trade idea for me tomorrow, right? We've had a break of structure. We're clearly in a daily uptrend. I really like this trade, right? But it will be a trade for tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I will probably look for a retrace back into here to take price higher, right? But, the daily candle could quite easily finish like this, right? Let's imagine it finished like that. It could still be green, right? But the candle finished like this. You would not want to buy that, right? And then your H4 breakout trade is looking very dubious right now. Yeah. So for me, it all depends on this daily candle. Yeah. If we get a nice bullish candle break through this level, I will be all over this. Yeah. Like I would on a date with Gal Gadot, right? Yeah. I'd be all over this, buying this. But if we get a candle with a big wick that looks like that, I'm not interested, right? It could potentially come down before it goes up. All right, so let's keep an eye on that daily candle. It'll be a real interesting one today and a potential trade for me tomorrow if it does set up. Right, what else are we looking at today, guys? So yeah, guys, don't be shy. Come say hello. Leave a question. Yeah, you're here to learn, understand trading better. So ask whatever the hell you like about trading. Right, let's see who else we got in. So for Pello, how are you, mate? Zami, I'm hedged in Aussie dollar, US dollar. It's just consolidating. Okay, we'll look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. Hamed, afternoon, mate. How are you? Javan, how are you? Right, let's look at Savin's question here. So Savin, Brett, how are you, mate? All right. Savin is looking at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar sells. What's your thoughts? It's on a downtrend and has rejected from resistance and the 20A and 20 MA on the H4. Okay, Savin. So Savin is suggesting selling Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. All right, so let's take a look at this trade together. Now, everything you said about the day chart is correct, right? It's in a downtrend, right? Up here we was in an uptrend, right? Price stopped making higher highs, always a red flag that trend is changing. And then sure enough, in the words of Batman, kapow, right? We are in a downtrend. Yeah. No two ways about it. Okay. Now, the problem with this, so normally if we're in a daily downtrend, I'm looking to sell, right? But this is why it's so important to look at multiple time frames. If you don't look at multiple time frames, it is madness, right? Why the hell wouldn't you? Why the hell wouldn't you get more information, right? If I'm going to go on holiday, yeah, I don't just, do that on a map, right? And pick wherever, right? I'm going to, do the research on the place. It's the same with a trade, right? Any decision you make, get as much data as you can. Okay. Now, normally I would sell this, right? And if I asked anyone, they'd be like, okay, Tom, we're in a downtrend. Let's look for sells, right? Now, let me show you the weekly chart. Would you sell, right? Would anyone sell that chart? Right? Anyone? Any takers? If you would, please tell me in the live chat. I would not sell that. Okay. Well, you can clearly see we're in this channel, right? We're hitting this trend line that has proven to be very reliable. And we are in this uptrend, right? We've got higher highs, higher lows. So everything about this trade is telling me to buy it, potentially back up to here. Yeah, if not all the way back up to here. So I understand if you only looked at the day chart, you would think about selling this. But if you look at the weekly chart, it is never a sell idea. Okay. And that is why you must look at multiple time frames. And really, guys, I use weekly and daily to give me my direction. And then I will only go down to H4 or H1 to find entries. So it's daily, weekly equals direction, and then H4, H1 equals entries, right? It's as simple as that, guys. So, guys, if I could just ask, if you're enjoying my analysis, then please subscribe to the channel right now. We would love to have your wonderful faces on our channel. Also, subscribe. Oh, I just said subscribe. Also, smash the notification button. Yeah, so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button right now, it really helps support the channel. Right? Let me just have a drink while you smash the like button, please. Right. Also, guys, let me mention the following. Yeah, you can see above my head, we have a wonderfully made banner, yeah, by the editor. So we have to, he wants to show it off. But seriously, guys, this live stream is brought to you by Pepperstone. All right. So if you're looking for a great broker right now and one that is compatible with TradingView, then please check out the promotion we have running. So if you open a Pepperstone account, deposit some funds to trade, we are giving you free access to the VIP Trading Academy right now. All right. And in the VIP Trading Academy, you get access to all of my trade ideas, my trade signals. You get access to all of my tutorials and strategies, and you get direct access to me if you want to ask me any questions. So come join the VIP Trading Academy. Also, right now, guys, you can join the free Discord for free. Yeah. So why not? Yeah. Come along, come to join our community, speak to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas, trades. Come join our free Discord channel. Check it all out. Right, what else are we looking at here? Okay, so we've got Zami Adams, and Savin. Yeah, Savin, you've put no laugh out loud, fair point. But Savin, there's no such thing as a bad question or anything when you're learning. Yeah, so I'm glad you asked the question because it highlighted something that you should be aware of when you trade. Right, so good on you. Yeah, keep asking the questions. That's how you learn, guys. Right. So yeah, no such thing as a bad question. It's just it will highlight things that are important. Right, what else are we looking at? So Zami, I like your name, Zami. Aussie dollar, US dollar. It's just consolidating endlessly. So if you sort of answered your own question, Zami. If something's consolidating, wait for a break, right? But let's do a top-down approach, right? We're going to do this one. Excuse me. Let me tell you what I had for lunch, actually. I had a salad. How exciting. You can now, you'll sleep better tonight. A very nice, healthy salad. What did I put in my salad? All sorts. Olives. I bought it. I didn't put anything in it. Anyway, you don't care what I had. I just feel as if I should share my lunch. Eat healthy. That's our motto on Simply Forex. Right, everyone, let's get involved and do this as one big happy family, right? So I want everyone to get involved and answer these questions, right? Now, weekly chart, Aussie dollar, US dollar. You as a trader have three options. You can buy it, you can sell it, or you can stay the hell out of the market, right? And if you don't want to sell it or buy it, then the default answer is stay out. So, weekly chart, only the weekly chart, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? So, everyone, don't be shy. Give me your answers right now. I'm going to have a drink while you do. Apologies if you can hear me swishing water in my mouth. Not very pleasant. Right, so we've got buy, sell, sell. We're 50-50 at the moment. Who's going to be the brave one and break the 50-50? Yeah, come on, guys, get involved. Don't be shy. What would you do? Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? Only the weekly chart. That's all we're looking at. Fergal would stay out. Hamed stay out. Shreyas stay out or buy. Okay. Yeah, that wick rejection. No way am I selling into it. So, Masima sell. Right. Your answers have summed up the dilemma. We've got like two buys, two sells, two stay outs. Okay, three sells, now three buys, right? All of you are looking at the same chart and it's about 33.3% reoccurring buy, sell, or stay out, right? So just by your answers, it's stay out, isn't it? Yeah, there's no certainty, right? Now let's look at arguments for both. Okay. Now, so arguments for buys, right? We are in a downtrend, right? No two ways about it. But we are at this trend line. Okay. And this trend line seems pretty powerful, right? It's reacted once before and it's reacted again. Okay. It's also reacted at this last low here. And just look at that candle. Yeah. That is more bullish than the Mike Tyson in a boxing ring. Yeah. I couldn't think of a better one. Right. So that is super bullish. Okay. So if you just look at this trend line, right, and you could arguably join. Let me actually use a proper. You can arguably join up this as well, right? We've got this kind of channel that we're in, right? And we have this bullish candle. Could we make it back to the top of the channel? So that's arguments for buys, right? Bouncing off support, big bullish candle, part of this higher time frame channel. Let's take it higher. Okay. Now let's look at arguments for sell, and they are also quite good. Okay. Yeah. We are in a downtrend and we've retraced to a very nice area of resistance. Not only have we got all of these lows in here, what was once support becomes resistance, we are also literally at the moving average 20. Right? Okay, so that is a good level for sells. Okay, now we've got good arguments for buys, good arguments for sells. So really, the default answer should be stay out, right? And that's why you guys are so mixed. And I get it, right? There's good arguments for both. But when we take a trade, we don't want good arguments for both. We only want arguments for buys, or we only want arguments for sells. We don't want too much contradiction against our trade idea, right? So for me, and that reason, it is a stay out. Although I'm just that bullish candle makes makes you want to buy it, right? But really, it's a stay out. Okay. Now, that's just the weekly chart. Look how much information we took from the weekly chart, right? So much information. But let's carry on our analysis, right? Let's have a look at the day chart. Okay. Now, what is the day chart telling you? Okay. So same question again, guys. Aussie dollar, US dollar, only the day chart. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? Okay, so everyone right now, get involved. We'll take your answers, then we'll look at the news. Okay, so everyone, guys, buy, sell, or stay out of daily Aussie dollar, US dollar. Please give us your answers. Right, sell, stay out, buy. Straight away, 3 different answers. Stay out. Hi, Scalps. How are you, mate? Afternoon. I'll go back to the other questions as well, guys. I haven't forgot the other questions. We'll take a look at those. Hamed, stay out as well. Anyone else, guys? Get involved. Let me know your thoughts. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? Thank you, Brett. I am keeping an eye on the news this time. Okay, can anyone else hear that funky music, or have I finally cracked? Yes, couldn't agree more, CJ. Right, so we've got sell, stay out, buy, stay out, sell. Right, again, it's very mixed, yeah. And we're going to look at why, right? We're going to look at the news first, guys, all right? And then we're going to analyze this chart and see why it's so mixed. I totally agree. I'm not sure what to do with this chart, right? Because, what would you even say is trend? Yeah, would you say that's an uptrend, downtrend? It's tricky, right? So we'll look at that in a minute. We've got news coming out shortly. And we've got some other questions as well, which I will look at as well. So Shreyas will look at EuroCAD, and CJ, okay, have you got any other businesses? Okay, all right, we can have a look at that as well. We have new intro music for the answers. I know. The editor doesn't mess around. Here we go again. Could have something a little bit more funky, perhaps. Maybe a bit of drum and bass or gangster rap, maybe. Right, let's have a look at the US dollar reaction. Right, that is clearly US dollar weakness, right? So that would suggest worse than expected. Let's have a look at Euro US dollar. That is US dollar weakness. Okay, we're seeing a bit of a reaction. Pound US dollar. Okay, not a massive reaction. Right. Okay, that's a little bit, yeah, neither nor. New Zealand US dollar. Okay, so the initial reaction was bullish, right? So the initial reaction was US dollar strength, but now we're seeing this top wick. So my skills of deduction are being tested here. Right, now look how quick news can change, right? Now that was all the way up here, and now it's almost US dollar strength. Right, I'm really going to end up with egg on my face with this one. I'm still going to say the news, the US dollar news, was slightly worse than expected. Okay, this is where Sherlock Holmes gets egg on his face. Let's take a look. No, it doesn't. Sherlock Holmes strikes again. Editor is Dr. Watson and the market is Moriarty. Yeah, so slightly worse than expected. So that was why you saw that initial US dollar weakness, guys, right? We've got worse than expected PPI. It's not a massive miss, yeah, but it's a miss nonetheless. All right, so let's just quickly go back to the charts. Yeah, but yeah, that US dollar weakness has quickly been, cancelled out. All right, we'll come back to this in a minute. Let's go back to that Aussie dollar, US dollar trade. Let's go back to the day chart, right? Because that's what we were looking at. Now, this here is tricky, right? If we just look at the day chart, would you say that is a break of trend, right? Price has come down, hit that level, come down, almost hit that level again, and then broke it. Right? So I would suggest this is in an uptrend. Okay, let's just do that one more. Even if we don't include that, right? That is in an uptrend. We've broken these highs through here. So for me, it's an uptrend, right? But we are literally at resistance. Yeah, not only are we at this horizontal resistance, but we've got the moving average 20 hitting it as well. So this is really a nice area for selling, although the day trend is telling me to buy, right? So again, it's just stay out for those reasons, right? It's really not clear what to do with this chart. And again, we don't want that. We want beautiful clarity when we take a trade, and this isn't. Right? This is the opposite of clarity. Now, as CJ suggested, right? If let's look at the different possibilities, right? If the daily candle finished like this right now, I am still not interested in this trade, right? Still not interested. Okay, I don't want to touch it, right? But if we got a big bullish candle that broke through this level and looks something like this, then the confusion has finished, right? Buyers are in control, okay? Obviously, I need to take into account the next resistance levels, etc. But that's what I would want to see, yeah? Big bullish candle like this, and then I would potentially start buying Aussie dollar, US dollar. It's broken out of this resistance and above the moving average 20, and as I explained before, we're in an uptrend. All right, and then the trade becomes quite clear. It's almost like what a difference a day can make. And it's so true in trading, right? And this is a perfect example of what I was speaking about earlier. Sometimes you'll have a H4 breakout, but then on the day chart, it was a fake out. This could quite easily happen here. I know on the H4 that this, I know it hasn't quite broken yet, all right? So you can see you've got this H4 level, right, that's holding. But even if we got a H4 break of this level, right, I would be reluctant to trade it. I'm going to wait for that daily chart, all right, to tell me what to do. So yeah, no trade for me. I wouldn't be touching Aussie dollar, US dollar until I saw a bullish candle break all of that. So we'll see. It could possibly be a trade idea for tomorrow. And guys, yeah, if you enjoy my analysis, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and smash that like button. Merci beaucoup, gracias, dankeschön, shukran. And also, guys, if you would like to get free access to the VIP Trading Academy right now, yeah, where I give you my trade signals, I give you my tutorials and strategies, and you get direct access to me, then all you need to do is deposit funds into a Pepperstone account, right? Open an account, deposit funds, and we will give you free VIP entry. All right, check it out. Also, guys, come join our trading community. It's free, right? We've got traders sharing knowledge, ideas. Yeah, we've got chit chat. Come join our free Discord channel. All right, we will see you there. Right. What else are we looking at here? So Shreyas wanted to look at EuroCAD longs. Okay, Brett wants to look at New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, Skeltz is saying most pairs are a stay out. They're a bloody mess. Yeah, difficult to disagree with that. Yeah, I didn't have many setups today, I must say. Let me just take a look at that pound New Zealand dollar trade after that news. Okay, it's holding on to those lows. Let's see. Right, let's have a quick look at New Zealand dollar, US. Actually, let's have a look at EuroCAD. Shreyash, you were first, right? Let's have a look at EuroCAD for buys. Yeah, okay, potentially I agree. Now, weekly chart, this candle, the green candle broke these highs. Okay, and we're in an uptrend. Okay, normally I would be looking for buys, but look how bearish that is. More bearish than Winnie the Pooh, Super Ted, and Yogi Bear combined, right? That is bloody bearish. Do I want to buy into that candle? No, is the simple answer, right? This would suggest it has more room to the downside, potentially here, or even the moving average 20, before it comes back up. And then if we look at the day chart, we are in an uptrend, right? Yeah, there's no disputing that, right? We're in an uptrend. But again, you know, and we have a bullish candle, and we're above the moving average 20, right? But it's just that weekly candle. And that's the problem with the markets at the moment. So Skeltz was saying, you know, it's a mess. That's the problem. You've got a nice daily uptrend like this, but you have a humongous bearish weekly candle, right? It's difficult to trade. Well, not difficult. I don't want to trade it. Yeah, I don't want to decrease the probability of my trade, right? So that's the problem. If I was to buy euro Canadian dollar, I wouldn't. I would stay out of this market. You need to see a break, right, of this level. There's this level that's formed. It's become an important level. Support, resistance, 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 resistance. Right, it's become an important level. If you get a break of this level, then okay, I think EuroCAD has potential to the upside. If this level keeps holding, then I think we got, you know, room to the downside. All right, so yeah, it's all about this level through here, guys, for me and euro Canadian dollar. What else did we want to look at? New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc as well. So let's take a look at that. And it was buys, right? Swing trades in Chester. Yeah, okay. So I'm assuming you're buying if it's a swing trade, right? So this is clearly, right? So it's not, how can I put this? It looks like a clear buy, right? It looks like a good buy. Yeah, it's you know, so oversold down here, and we've had the most bullish candle you'll ever see, right? So that would suggest, and look how far the moving average 20 is away. That would suggest we can at least take price to this next resistance level, and I would say even this 53,000 psychological level, right? So we've got about 60 pips to move into. But we're in a downtrend. Okay, so it's tricky. What I would want to see with New Zealand dollar Swiss franc is a structure break on the daily. So let's have a look at the day chart, and we're not far off that. Well, we could be a million miles away from it. We don't know yet. But all I want to see is a break of these highs. Then it becomes a very interesting trade to me, right? Because we've got this downtrend. Price has retraced all the way to the last highs, but it hasn't broke yet, right? It hasn't broke. So like with a lot of our trade ideas for today, I need to see that break. Excuse me. So if we get a nice big bullish candle today that breaks through this level, I'm all over buying it, right? Maybe we get a retrace, take it up to this 53,000 level, if not further. But right now it's at a precarious level, okay? If we look at the H4, you would want to at least see, you know, this level break today. That's what you want to see, is a break of this level today, and then the day chart finishes broken. If that's the case, we've got a nice trade. You could even buy here, put your stop below the last low here, and look to ride price up. All right, so I do like New Zealand dollar Swiss franc trades, but I would like it more if we get that daily break. And if we don't, and price breaks this last low, you know, run for the hills. I would get out of that trade. Okay, if I start seeing H4 structure to the opposite. All right, so yeah, we can keep an eye on that. What other questions are there? There was another question earlier. So many questions today, guys. I enjoy your questions. Merci beaucoup. Keep them coming. Mind you, we've got about 2 minutes. Gold for shorts. I wouldn't say that scalps. Yeah, I appreciate we're at resistance, right? We are at a weekly resistance level. Yeah, you clearly, right? But everything is pointing to the upside, right? We're in a bit of a uptrend stroke range on the weekly. And then if we look at the day chart, that is just so bullish, right? Yeah, we was in this downtrend, bang, uptrend, uptrend. Now, we can expect a reaction here. Okay, there will be sellers sitting up here, but I don't want to sell this candle. Yeah, so it's not a sell for me today. You know, perhaps if we get a big bearish candle that looked like that, then we could look for sells. But today, I don't want to sell that candle. It's too bullish. All right. So there you go, guys. Right. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the live stream, guys. Hope you have. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much for all your questions. We can't do the live stream without you, so I appreciate you being here, guys. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow.